Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
In today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Turabo Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and JSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic website and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Turabo Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464 or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Turabo Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Turabo Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Turabo State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now.
You are watching the 9 p.m. news on SOM TV, the pulse of the nation. You can also follow us on Facebook at SOM TV and catch all the action live on YouTube at SOM TV Live. On the news tonight, Ali Bukar Daluri assumes office as APC acting national chairman in Abuja. Former President Jonathan reveals withheld power transfer letter during Yar'Adua's illness, shading letters on 2010 leadership crisis. 4 killed, 21 injured in twin bomb blast in Yobe as Tinubu broadcast peace between Wike and Fubara in river political standoff. Nigeria mourns Alhaji Aminu Dantata, 94, as Tinubu, Buhari and Atiku lead tribute following burial in Medina. On international news, Dr. George Elobim from Cameroon appointed president of Afrique-Main Bank to succeed Orema in 2025, as France enforced nationwide smoking ban in public space to protect children. On business news, Southeast Development Commission applaud Professor Orema's Afrique-Main Bank legacy as he was honored with GCON recognition. On entertainment news, African Film Festival celebrates 10 years of promoting African cinema globally. And on sport news, Platform School wins EcoBank Nation Chess Championship, secondary school category, while River Angels clinched 10 Federation Cup title after dramatic comeback victory. I am Teresa Yubadusi. Now the news in full. Ali Bukar Delori has officially resumed duties in Abuja as the acting national chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC), following the resignation of Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje. Ganduje stepped down on Friday, citing health reasons, though reports suggest he may have been pressured to resign. Prior to his new role, Delori serves as an APC vice chairman North and hails from Borno State. His appointment marked a new phase in the party's leadership transition.
Your Excellency.
Going down memory lane, former President Goodluck Jonathan revealed that during President Umar Musa Yar'Adua's 2010 illness, Yar'Adua had written a letter transferring power to him, but it has withheld by the presidential aide. This caused a 6-week leadership vacuum, lamenting Jonathan's authority as vice president. To resolve the crisis, the National Assembly invoked the doctrine of necessity, making him acting president. Jonathan later became president after Yar'Adua's death and won the 2011 election.
There's always balancing between North and South, Muslims and Christians. And Yar'Adua was a Northern Muslim, was the president. And he took over from a Southern Christian, Obasanjo, who ruled for 8 years. So definitely the Northern Muslims wanted Yar'Adua to at least do 8 years before he could come back to the South for another, probably a Christian, to take over. But well, the health issue came up, and it was the problem. And that is why even to allow me to act was an issue. When Yar'Adua was going for the medical checkup, actually a letter was written. Of course, the Constitution says that for the vice president to act, the president would send a letter to the Senate and the House of Rep, informing them. That letter was written, but the person who the letter was handed over to, I will not mention the name to you now, was one of the aides of Yar'Adua, refused to submit the letter to the National Assembly. And Yar'Adua became so ill that he had no control of issues. So we had the country where the president was not available and there was no acting president. Yes, as a vice president, you can take over the responsibilities of some responsibilities of the president. You know, the president of Nigeria has two main responsibilities. First, you are the chief executive of the country, so like a prime minister of a country. That the vice president can assume you don't need any transfer. And I was doing that because we're having an executive council meeting, we're approving memos from ministers, so the government was going on. But there was no commander-in-chief. It was the second responsibility of the president of Nigeria, besides being the executive head of the country. And there's nothing like acting commander-in-chief. Either you're a commander-in-chief or not. But when you become an acting president, you are at the same time a commander-in-chief. So that was lacking, and no country allows that gap. A country like America, they don't allow that gap at all. Yes. If American president wants to, even if it's a Whitlow, that he require anesthesia, that he will be off for 5 minutes, he will hand over to the vice president. Yes. Before that procedure. Immediately he regained consciousness to take over. But we stayed for some time. And that led to what they call the doctrine of necessity. When the National Assembly felt that the country was in a situation where it was not expected, they now have to initiate this doctrine of necessity, and they now made me to act as the president without the letter from Yar'Adua. So the country was tense. Yes. And under this North-South divide, Christian-Muslim divide, it was really tense. And every day I was hearing about coup. I remember one day, I will not mention the names of some of my friends, came to look, Vice President, that time I was not even acting. They have not even moved the doctrine of necessity. I was still the Vice President. No, you don't have to sleep here. You have to come and sleep in my guest house, and so on. I said, no, I will stay in the State House. If anybody wants to kill me, it's better you kill me in the State House, so the Nigerians will know that they assassinated me in the State House. They know I have not committed any offense. If I decided to go and stay in a guest house, and wherever I'm going, security people would know. And if people go and kill me there, they will now say Indian girls brought apple to kill me. And I wouldn't want that kind of story. But if they assassinate, it's better that I die here in the State House than being assassinated outside the State House, because all kinds of stories will come up. So that was how tense it was. And to me, I was not bothered. Really, I was not bothered. And I was very calm. But
turning to current security crisis, at least 4 people have been killed and 20 injured following 2 explosions in Gulba local government area, Yobe State. The blast, suspected to be orchestrated by Islamic State West African Province terrorists, occurred along the Gunari-Boniyadi road last Friday. The first explosion tore through a commercial pickup carrying traders of the Boniya market, instantly killing 3 and wounding several others. A second device detonated later, killing a motorcyclist. Security forces, including the Explosive Ordnances Disposal Unity and local vigilance groups, have initiated area sweep and heightened surveillances. Authorities continue to appeal for public cooperation and vigilance. On the political front, side of agreement have emerged in Rivers State as President Bola Tinubu brokered a peace settlement between Minister Nyesom Wike and suspended Governor Similaye Fubara. Over the weekend, both attended a family funeral in Ruamapekorum, an unexpectedly but symbolic show of unity, including the suspended Speaker Martins Amewale and other stalwarts. This gesture followed Tinubu's declaration of the state emergency in the state and the suspension of its key executives. A reconciliation summit convened in Abuja led the group work and renewed collaboration. Wike announced that the both factions will now bury their differences and work collectively for the state advancement. Nigeria mourns the loss of towering figure in business and philanthropy Alhaji Aminu Dandata. The Kano-born billionaire passed away at the age of 94 after a brief illness in Abu Dhahab. In accordance with his final wish, his remains have been followed to Medina, Saudi Arabia, for burial alongside his late wife, Rabi Salatul Habat. Will be observed at Umar's Mosque in Dagabi, Kano. Leaders across the scale have paid tribute. President Tinubu described Dantata's passing as a profound nation loss, highlighting his contribution to education, healthcare, commerce, and unity. Former President Buhari, through spokesperson Garba Shehu, remembered him as a mentor to generation of entrepreneurs. Former President Atiku Abubakar has called for a national institution in his honor, citing his far-reaching impact on Africa's economic fabrics. Mustafa Abdullahi Jonat, Principal Private Secretary to the late Alhaji Aminu Al-Hassan Dantata, spoke to newsmen in Hausa.
Sunana Mustafa Abdullahi Junaidu, ni ne sakataren marigayi Alhaji Aminu Al-Hassan Dantata. To yanzu muna ta magana da Madina, muna shirin su ba mu confirmation na jana'izar sa can, domin abin da ya fi so kenan, abin da ya ta faɗa mana kenan, duk hirar da zamu yi da ta danganci Saudiya in mun tafiya da shi muna cikin jirgi ma da mun zo sauka Madina, za ka ji yana cewa Allah ya kai shi wannan garin, Allah ya kashe shi a wannan garin, ko kuma ya zama gawarsa in ma tana wani waje Allah ya kawo ta nan. So wannan abin ne yasa yanzu muke kokari muna ta magana da hukumomi can, har ma su ma presidency na nan sun shigo ganin kokarin da muke yi, su ma suka shigo ana magana. Yau abin da ya kawo wannan delay saboda weekend ne can ba sa aiki, kuma akwai paperwork da ake yi wanda ya kamata a tuttura, so wannan ya ƙara wannan delay din. So muna ta kokari dai akan mu cika masa wannan burin nasa. Allah ya cika mana, ya cika masa burinsa, Allah ya ba mu ikon kokartawa mu cika masa burin nasa. Shine addu'a da muke, shi kuma Allah ya ji kansa da rama, ya sa ya huta. Any moment from now suka ba mu go ahead approval, za mu ɗauke shi a jirgi mu ƙarasa a je a jana'izar sa can. In kuma lokaci ya yi ɗuli muka ga paperwork ɗin da suke yi zai yi yawa, to za mu yi.
Progressive Governors Forum members meeting in Benin City under the chairmanship of Edo's Governor Mo Okpebholo, united behind enhanced community security and grassroots intelligence framework. They endorsed President Tinubu's economic roadmap, highlighting subsidy removal, currency unification, and debt prudence as fundamental to achieving macroeconomic stability. Emphasizing inclusive growth, the governors called for the strategic investment boost in agriculture, small businesses, food security, and poverty reduction. They also welcomed Akwa Ibom Governor Umar Eno into the forum, suggesting expanding consensus around the renowned hope agenda. The forum reiterated backing for constitutional federation, intergovernmental collaboration, and strengthening security infrastructure. Nigeria has achieved a diplomatic milestone with the election of Comptroller General Bashir Adewale Adeniyi as chairperson of the World Customs Organization WCO Council in Brussels. This first of its kind victory for Nigeria and Africa underscores growing influence in global trade governance. At the 145th and 146th WCO Council meeting, Adeniyi pledged to champion custom modernization, equity, and regional capacity building under the WCO's 2025 to 2028 strategy plan. In a related development, Nigerians signed a landmark memorandum to understanding with Belarus to deepen collaboration on smuggle suppression, intelligence sharing, enforcement cooperation, and fraud dedication. The MOU announced during the WCO meeting marks a significant step in Nigerian pursuit of secure global trade corridors. Afe Babalola University in Edo Ekiti continues to demonize ranking 84 globally and third in Africa in the 2025 Terms High Education Impact Rankings. For the fourth year straight, it claims to top spot in Nigeria. Minister of Education Maruf Olatunji Alausa sent a commendation letter recognizing the university's contribution to academic excellence and national development, reaffirming continued government support. In FCT, MTN Nigerian has donated 600 tablets to 12 public secondary schools, a component of a broader 4,600 device rollout aimed to enhance digital literacy under the renewed Hope agenda. Meanwhile, NEPL and Seplet Energy has commissioned 3 new STEAM labs in Benin City Secondary School, bringing STEAM focus at Integrated Science Lab to 6 city schools. This initiative aims to equip youth with future-ready skills in science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics. Abia State has launched its 2025 Maternal Newborn and Child Health Week under the leadership of Mrs. Priscilla Oti. Her aim is to ramp up maternal and child survival through improved healthcare and target services. This health campaign, supported by the Ministry of Human Affairs, UNICEF, and WHO, includes immunization, vitamin A, deworming, antenatal visit, and child campaign. The Health Commissioner urged community involvement, media, and traditional leaders to champion the initiative and ensure its success. Bayelsa State has sponsored 15 ambitious youth to participate in leadership training at the National Institute of Policy and Strategic Studies in Jos. The initiative aligns with Governor Doyi Diri's assured agenda, focusing on human capital development, future leadership, and policy-based mentorship. Selected from youth organizations across the state, the participants will undergo training aimed at preparing tomorrow's leaders and policy influencers. Security agencies have stepped into enforcement action across several states. In Cross River, the NDLEA destroyed threatening 30 hectares cannabis plantation in Otokpani and seized 164.9 kg in seed. Since January, the agency has seized over 6.7 tons of illicit drugs, arrested near 200 individuals, and secured 15 convictions. Meanwhile, Uyo State has introduced strictly regulation for commercial motorcycle and Okada operators. Henceforth, only riders wearing QR code, officially jacket under the state resident scheme, will be allowed to operate. Targeting the recent surge in crime tied to underregistered riders, enforcement includes daily roadside checks, vehicle impoundment, and prosecution of defaulters. Metropolice are urged to use only registered riders for their safety. At the Nigerian Army 162 anniversary, Chief of Army Staff late General Olufemi Olayade urged personnel to recommit a national unity and service excellence in confronting involving security threats. Speaking via Major General Abubakar Nadolo, Oluyade reinforced the soldier-first philosophy and praised the professionalism of troops engaged in current operation. The ceremony included prayers for fallen heroes, including former COS Lieutenant General Tored Lagbaja, underscoring moral resolve and dedication within the military rank. In Ibadan, Senator Sharif Fadin Ali has donated 89 pieces of medical equipment, including beds, stethoscopes, and generator and motorcycle to the Omowoni Primary Health Care Center. This act fulfills his campaign pledge to enhance healthcare access in Uyo South. The State Primary Health Board Executive Secretary praised the senator and urged responsible use of the equipment. Meanwhile, the Sasakwa Africa Association, Nigerian, in partnership with the Nippon Foundation, has distributed agricultural inputs to 9,000 farmers in northern Nigeria's 6 states. The wet season farming program includes seed fertilizers and demonstration aimed to improving crop yield, climate awareness, and food security. An esteemed 45,000 farmers stand to benefit indirectly, reinforcing rural agricultural resilience. Energy specialist Adedipo Loya, in advocating for sustainable clean energy access, especially for rural communities and internally displaced persons, through his company, Vidcast, Atmosafe Energy. He is deploying modular LPG infrastructure to replace kerosene and firewood. This includes small-scale refilling station, mobile gas unit, and a dedicated distribution fleet. Coupled with the grassroots education campaign and digital logistics, tracking by XPAR 800 International. His effort represents a practical pivot to eco-friendly and affordable energy. In the political landscape, former Ekiti Works Commissioner Mrs. Funmi Ogun has voiced confidence in PDP's chances for the 2026 governorship election. Nonetheless, she warned against unresolved internal dispute within the party's National Working Committee, urging decisive action to support grassroots mobilization. In Uyo, Governor Seyi Makinde has called the national rejuvenation and increased youth engagement in governance. Speaking at the 70th birthday celebration of Reverend Moses Arisola, the pastor Fumilayo was joined by legal luminary Professor Mike Ozukho, former head of state General Yakubu Gowon, and Ekiti Governor Abiodun Oyebanji. They stress institutional restorating unity and strong governance mechanisms. Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has praised the resignation of APC National Chairman Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, calling it honorable and responsible due to medical response. Obi encouraged other leaders facing health challenges to follow suit and emphasize the importance of fitness in leadership roles. An acting chairman will be put in place ahead of the next December APC convention. Meanwhile, the Nigerian Union of Teachers in Zaria has honored President Tinubu and House Speaker Tejonu Abbas for his impactful roles in education development. In the joint ceremony, the Speaker marked his second anniversary by unveiling scholarship, distributing 660 motorcycles, and announcing WAEC and JAM fee provision for over 3,000 students. He also pledged further training support and plans to establish a sports center to revive extracurriculum activities. Education stakeholders commended the effort and boosted quality teaching and learning outcomes. We will now be going for a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more details of this news.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
today's digital age, staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Turabo Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present to you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and JSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic websites and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Turabo Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464 or 090-1010-8844 between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Turabo Business School, creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Join us today and unlock your full potential. Turabo Business School, opposite Civil Service Commission, Hamarua Way, Jalingo, Turabo State. Empower yourself with the skills of the future. Register now.
Welcome back. On international news, Dr. George Elobim has appointed President and Chairman of the Board of Directors of the African Export-Import Bank, Afreximbank Bank, becoming the institution's fourth leader since its founding in 1993. The announcement was made during the bank's 32nd annual meeting held in Abuja, Nigeria. Elobi, a Cameroonian national who joined the bank in 1996, has held several senior roles and played a key part in shaping its structure and crisis response initiative. He will succeed Professor Benedict Orema in September 2025 following a rigorous global selection process. France will enforce a national smoking ban from Sunday in public spaces, including benches, parks, gardens, bus shelter, libraries, swimming pools, and near school. The measure aimed to protecting children from second-hand smoke, excluding electronic cigarettes and
stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Super Cab, your ride, your way. Are you stuck
in today's digital age? Staying ahead of the curve is crucial for success. Turabo Business School is committed to empowering the next generation of leaders with the skills they need to thrive. We present you our special computer training exclusively designed for SS3 and JSS3 graduates. Our comprehensive program covers a wide range of topics, including Microsoft Word, master the art of document creation and editing, unlock the power of data analysis and visualization, Microsoft Access, learn to manage and analyze database, Microsoft PowerPoint, create stunning presentations that captivate audiences, graphic design using CorelDRAW, unleash your creativity and design skills, Photoshop, enhance your image editing skills and create stunning visuals, programming using web design, build dynamic websites and web applications, database development, learn to design and manage databases, UI/UX design, create user-friendly and intuitive interfaces. At the Turabo Business School, we believe in creating world-class entrepreneurs and professionals. Our experienced instructors will guide you every step of the way, providing you with hands-on training and mentorship. Don't miss this opportunity to gain a competitive edge. Contact us today to learn more about our program and register for the next session. Call 080-6026-9140, 070-6342-8464.
Sorry for that technical glitch. Still on international news, France will enforce a nationwide smoking ban from Sunday in public spaces, including beaches, parks, gardens, bus shelter, libraries, swimming pools, and near schools. The measure aimed to protecting children from secondhand smoke, exclude electronic cigarettes, and cyber traces. Offenders face a 135 fine €. Health Minister Catherine Vautrin emphasized children's rights to clean air as the country continues efforts to reduce tobacco-related deaths. Estimates at 75,000 annual, a recent poll shows 62% of French citizens support the move. On business news, the Southeast Development Commission has congratulated Professor Benedict Orema on the successful completion of his tenure as President of Chairman of Afreximbank Bank and on receiving the national honor of Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in a statement signed by Dr. Sylvester Okonkwo. Sadiq praised Orema's transformative leadership, noting that Afreximbank assets grew from $5 billion to over $37 billion during his tenure, with over $150 billion mobilized to support trade and development across Africa. The commissioner highlighted landmark projects such as Africa Medical Center of Excellence, PAPSS, and support for key industries. It also commended Nigerian hosting of the 32nd Afreximbank annual meetings, describing it as a fitting tribute to the Orema's legacy of innovation, economic integration, and resilience. On entertainment news, Ghana-based Nigerian filmmaker and president of the Nollywood Ghana chapter, Destiny Omon, is set to premiere his new film, Badagry, on July 4, 2025 at Festival Hall, Government House, Benin City. The movie featured top actors such as Alex, Yemi Black, Jude, and Nick Adams, and is supported by the Edo State government and in Edo State Waste Management Board. The African Film Festival, TAFF, has celebrated its 10th anniversary, making a decade of promoting African cinema and storytelling. Founded by Nigerian filmmaker and director Kelechi Ike, also known as Ichi Ehemba, the festival has become a prominent platform for African filmmakers in the diaspora. TAFF has helped many African films gain international recognition, with some earning nomination at the Academic Award. In the message of recognition, Taxi's Governor Greg Abbott praised TFF's roles in cultural education and global diversity through film. U.S. Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett also commended Ike's leadership and commitment to preserving African heritage. On sport news, Platform School has emerged winner of the secondary school category at the secondary edition of ECHO National School Team Chess Championship. The event, which featured 134 secondary schools from across Nigeria, concluded its second day on Friday. Day Springs Secondary School and Shima Academy finished second and third respectively, while Chess in Slums Africa, monitored by Tunde Onyekao, secured fourth place. The competition continues today with 32 universities set to compete in the tertiary categories as the championship wraps up with a prize pool of 20 million naira. Rivers Angels secured their 10th Presidential Federation Cup title on Saturday after defeating Nasarawa Amazon 4-2 on penalty at the Mobalaji Johnson Arena in Lagos. Despite trailing 2-0 at halftime, the Port Harcourt club staged a comeback with second-half goals from Taiwo Ajibade and Taiwo Afolabi to force a shout-out. Goalkeeper Adalin Mbakchi made a crucial save and later scored the decisive penalty to seal the win. Rivers Angels had previously won the title of 2010, 2011 to 2024. And now we've come to the end of this edition of News at 9 p.m. But before we go, let's take a look at the recap. Former President Goodluck Jonathan has prevailed along withheld power transfer letter during the late President Yar'Adua's 2010 illness, offering new insight into the leadership crisis of that period. In Yobe State, 4 people were killed and 21 injured in twin bomb explosion, even as President Tinubu successfully broke peace between Minister Wike and Governor Fubara, is in tension in Rivers State. Meanwhile, Nigeria mourns the passing of business icon Alhaji Aminu Dantata at the age of 94, with heartfelt tribute led by Tinubu, Buhari and Atiku following his burial in Medina. On international scene, Cameroonian citizen Dr. George Elobem has been appointed president of Afreximbank, set to take over President Benedict Orema in 2025. Over in France, a new national smoking ban in public space has been enacted to protect children from second-hand smoke. In business news, the Southeast Development Commission has hailed Professor Orema's legacy at Afrimex Bank, celebrating his GCON honor and transformative contribution to Africa's economic integration. In entertainment news, the African Film Festival marks a decade of promoting African cinema across the globe, highlighting cultural pride and creative excellence. And in sport, Platform School emerged victorious in the secondary school category of ECHO National Chess Championship, while Rivers Angel clinched their 10th Federation Cup tied with a stunning comeback win. Stay with us for more exciting lineup of program and updates. I am Teresa Ibaduse. Good evening.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab